Hi, welcome to this week's Thrive in 5. This week I want to talk to you about something that keeps showing up for me in the work I do with my clients and with my coaching clients. And it's this whole concept is your future bigger than your past. And the model for this thinking comes from something that Dan Sullivan of Strategic Coach talks about, which is really the catalyst to building a bigger future than your past. His point is always make your future bigger than your past. And as I think about that thought, as I think about this whole concept, one of the things I'm aware of is that I have a past and you have a past, and this past has a lot of influence on you. But if we're going to make our future bigger than our past, we've got to understand it in context. Past is full of failure. It's often full of successes. And in many cases, there's a lot of stuff that's happened to you, and there's experiences that have been a part of your life that shape you and mold you and create for you the present. They're basically the backstory to what got you to where you are today. But if you're going to make your future bigger than your past, then you have to look at your past not as the story of where you're going, but as the foundation of what's giving you the ability to go there. So if you've had lots of failures in your past, that doesn't mean you're a failure. It just means you've had them already, and they become a tool for you to move into a bigger future. So if you've had them already, then you don't need to have them again because you've already had them. It's interesting to me that there's a lot of people in the world who have also had enormous success in their past. And much of the focus of their success gets them stuck in their former success, as in that being a building point or a foundation to what's going to come ahead. So a lot of people can actually, I forget who said it, but you can get, it's harder to get out of success traps than it is to get out of failure traps. Failure traps, you go, I'm not going to do that again. Success traps, oftentimes what you do is you sort of keep in them. And so if you're constantly in your present focusing on your past, your future is likely not going to get much bigger. So if you understand your past is really a foundation for where you're going, in your present, you use that history, the things you learned, the things you experienced, to determine your actions, to determine your focus, to really help your viewpoint. And your viewpoint really has to count on what you learned back here, but focus out there and focus into your future, because the viewpoint that you have is really going to determine, are you going to create a bigger future for yourself? And the bigger future often comes from being very clear on this. What are the results you want to achieve? What are the goals you're seeking to have accomplished? What are the outcomes? What are your dreams? And if you're going to make a bigger future than you do your past, it's critical that you clearly define what that future looks like. And if you've got clear understanding of what that future looks like, then how you make your future bigger than your past is what you do today. If you focus backwards, you get constantly pulled back to that. You're never going to make a bigger future. But if you're future focused, if you're thinking today about what you want to accomplish, then the actions you take, the focus you take, the words you use really are driving from where you are today. And that makes all the difference. I think it's critical that you live with this belief that it's my job to make a bigger future than I had in the past. And that's what I hope for you today. And I hope as a result, you thrive from that kind of thinking.